Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I've got a purpley pink set made with some Glitterbel products as well as some Cloud Beauty, and we've got some 3D carving gel again in today's video, and for the first time I decided to make some butterflies with it. So I'll show you guys how to do all of that in just a second. First I'm showing you guys the Glitterbels unbelievable gels that I'll be using in today's video, one of which is called Lavender Azure and the other one is called Black. Here is that 4D carving gel, but I like to call it 3D because it makes 3D stuff. But whenever I say it, I am referring to those 4D carving gels. And this is the shade I'll be using, and it's also my first time using these 3D carving gels in a colour other than white. I feel like I've always used white. This is the first time, and it's in the colour number 5. And here I'm showing you guys the gel polishes I'll be using. So the purple that we'll be using in today's video is in the shade 11303. And the pink is in the shade 3001. So the purple is such a gorgeous pastel-y purple. I absolutely love it. It's so delicate and so gorgeous. It's just perfect for me, and I feel like it played a really key role in today's set. And here's the pink as well. Same thing, going down the pastel kind of route. And it's just this gorgeous baby pink, really. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. So that's the two shades we'll be using in today's video when it comes to gel polishes. And of course, as usual, I've already buffed my press-on nails and I didn't forget this time. And now I'm going in with some base coats. As usual, I'm just using my Vanillisa base coat. Still got some left, so I'm still trying to tackle that one down and finish it up. So once the base coat is applied, you want to pop the whole set into the lamp for 30 seconds and then we can start working on our gel polishes. So this set I feel like is very cute and very girly. I love how it came out. It was my first time actually making butterflies with the 3D carving gels, so I'm quite excited how it came out because I wasn't too sure. It's one of those things whenever I try, I'm always so nervous to see whether even it worked at all, but luckily it did, and I'm really happy how it came out, so I hope you guys like it too. So the whole set has gone into the lamp now and it's back out and we're ready to apply our base colours. So as you can see, I've already jumped into that baby pink and started applying it for the thumb, the index finger and the ring finger. And as usual, we'll be doing 2 coats of everything. The middle finger, I don't know if you guys were able to tell at the beginning, but the middle finger is actually going to be an ombre finger. Although you can't tell too much just because of that butterfly. The butterfly is focused at the top and it covers up the most of the pink. So if an ombre isn't really up your alley and you're not too keen on an ombre, or it's too much of a hassle for you and you are recreating it completely, I would recommend maybe just not doing that ombre because you can't tell as much. So maybe just doing the whole set purple, or just the nail, the whole set, the whole nail purple or the whole nail pink, or any other shades that you'll be using. Might be also a shout if you would like to skip the ombre part. But in today's video, I went in with an ombre and I used my kitchen sponge as usual, just chopped it up into little squares and little rectangular pieces. And I'm just applying my 2 colours next to each other. And then as usual, I'm just grabbing the nail, which is the middle one I'll be using, and just dabbing away, creating an ombre. So that's all it really takes, nothing too crazy. I was just adding some extra gel polish because I noticed that the nail was a bit longer than what I applied on the sponge. And I'm just dabbing away. And although it looks a bit crazy now, after about 2, 3, or even sometimes 4 goes at this after curing it, it ends up being perfect. So don't worry guys, just keep doing it. Now I'm going in with that unbelievable gel and I decided to put it all over the pinky finger, and I feel like I struggled with this. I don't know why. The other ones I have work just fine with this brush, but I feel like it was picking up either too much or too little. Something just wasn't really working for me there. This brush is quite old too, so I feel like it's probably going to be best if I do invest into a real proper Glitterbels unbelievable gel brush, because I know they sell them, so they're obviously clearly made just for those gels, so they will probably work perfectly. But the gel polish itself, or the gel unbelievable gel itself, was absolutely amazing. I love them. They're so creamy to use, so easy to use, they level out perfectly, just amazing. I do have their Glitterbels Glitz collection coming up to show you guys what came and how they perform, how they look. Everything's a bit of like a review video coming up after this one, so super exciting. So as you saw, the whole set went into the lamp and came back out. I applied my second layer of the Glitterbels purple, and now we'll be applying our second layer of the baby pink. So as usual, just the second layer, and then for the middle finger we did apply another 2, 3 or maybe even 4 coats, but I'm not too sure if I shown all the times I applied it, but I know at the end we get to the point where it looks somewhat decent, where I'm happy to kind of leave it. I know there's all sorts of different methods in ombreing. You can also use a makeup sponge, one of those rectangular ones or those triangle ones I think you can get, not the proper like beauty blender sponges, those other ones. Or you can also use the brush method. You can get a brush ombre brush, or you can also get one of those machines that you can also create an ombre with. So whatever works best for you, go ahead and do it. At the moment I'm still using my sponge. I know I really want to try the makeup sponges, but I just haven't had the chance to go grab some. I might just end up having to just buy them on Amazon really, but I just don't really want to overpay, and I know that I can get them cheaper in the pound store or something, so I'll see how I do. But as you saw, the second layer is applied. Just quickly going in with a second layer of that ombre, just adding some extra gel polish onto the sponge, and then we'll be able to dab it onto that middle finger. And then the whole set will be able to go into the lamp, and at that point we'll be able to start working on our nail design, which is super exciting. That's literally my favourite part every single time. Once the base colours are applied, that's when we can get crazy and do what we do best, I guess, the nail art. So here you can see I'm going now in with my third layer, and it's starting to look so much more like an ombre, and it looks amazing. And don't worry guys, even though there's bumps, once we apply some top coat, those bumps will disappear. So whilst that nail is in the lamp, we are applying some of our Macart rhinestone glue gels on the firm right at the top, and we're just doing that standard crystal placement like a tiara at the top of the nail. And as you can see in my little triangle pot, I already laid out how the crystals are going to be. So we've got this big massive crystal in the middle, followed by smaller crystals on either side, followed by even smaller crystals on either side, and following that trend until you are happy. So I just did it just about when it starts to curve around with the crystals. And that's when I basically decided that that's about enough. It's about enough crystals for me. And I quite like how it looked. Even though at first when I did it, the big crystal did kind of was a bit much, I felt like at first. But now that it's done, it just looks amazing. Because normally with those, with that method of crystal placement right at the top of the nail, I start off with a smaller crystal in the middle and then just go even smaller and smaller on either side. But yeah, this time I decided to go for the bigger crystals. And now I am top coating the firm and the pinking. And now here is a little disclaimer. Glitterbels Unbelievable Gels cure with a tack-free layer. So I have no idea what got into me thinking that it's a good idea to top coat that pinky finger, because it literally did not need it. But never mind. So now the whole set has gone into the lamp, and as you probably can tell, I was struggling with my French tips and it took me forever to get it right. My brush was just not cooperating whatsoever. The gel polish that I was using was a bit too liquidy and not really good basically for this kind of thing. For the index finger and the ring finger is what we're doing a French tip. Unfortunately, I've already done the French tip off camera for the index finger. I finally got the brush to kind of cooperate and not be so stiff. I don't know what happened to it. I use it every day. Like, it's always amazing to me, so I don't know what happened today. And I was able to just show you the French tip on the ring finger on camera. So this is it. Just outline my French tip and just quickly colouring in the bottom part of the nail. And then once you're happy, we can pop the whole set into the lamp. But before then, I might be placing some crystals on the middle finger, and that's when we're going to start that butterfly. So I've got these little short line crystals. They're very short. Yes, I'll be applying it now. It's very short. I don't really know what they could be called. They are an AB crystal. It's one of those, and I've just placed it roughly imagining where I want my butterfly to be, and that's kind of where I wanted it to be. I wanted it slightly slanted, so that's where I'm leaving it, popping it into the lamp with the whole set, and then we'll be able to continue with our butterfly. But before then, we are going in with our second coat of the French tip. So if you have a really good gel polish and it's super pigmented, you probably don't need to go with a second layer. It's all depending on how it looks and what you're kind of going for, because I know sometimes some people like to go for this faint French tip look, so this would be perfect. But I always like to go with a second coat, make it as opaque as possible, and I always also try to make the line as crisp as possible, but it's not always as achievable when you're doing nail art, because it's all done by hand, so it's a bit tricky, but I always try and do my best. So I'm once again just filling in the bottom. I will be also doing that exact same thing for the ring finger. Same thing, we're going to apply a second layer of that French tip. And then I believe we'll pop those 2 nails into the lamp because they're the only 2 that need it at the moment. And then we'll be able to work on our middle finger. So with the middle finger, I don't know why I was so nervous about making the butterfly. There was absolutely no need. And you'll see why in a minute, because it's pretty much just like a flower, as if you were doing a flower. It's just, you're kind of pushing the little balls in a different direction, which was completely nothing hard. So I don't know what got into me when making this video. I was so nervous, but it worked out just fine. It just proves that it's worth taking risks sometimes and going out of your comfort zone and trying new things. So like I said, here is our gorgeous carving gel, and I think this color is absolutely marvelous. It's beautiful, and as you can see, it's brand new. I have never touched it before. It's quite full, and as usual, I just grab my dotting tool. I dip into that 3D carving gel. I kind of scoop up the amount I want. I place it on my hand. I do a little ball, and then I place onto the nail where I want it. So I decided to do 2 balls, just like butterfly petals. Petals? No, they're not petals. But butterfly wings. Oh gosh, I can't even speak. I'm so sorry. So butterfly wings. So we've got 2 on each, and I kind of tried to do the top ball to be bigger than the bottom ball, but I don't know if that fully kind of did that fully, but that was kind of the aim for it anyways. And then I get my silicone tool, I dip into some nail cleaner just so it's not sticky, and it's just better to work with it basically then. And I'm just kind of pushing down the ball and just pushing it where I want it, and just kind of making those butterfly wings. I mean, I don't think it's perfect. I definitely feel like there could be so much more work done to it and make it a bit more realistic. But for a first try, I thought not too bad, to be honest. I thought they look really cool. Super cute. And then I pop that one into the lamp, I believe anyways. And then I'm going in with my Macart rhinestone glue again. And I decided to cover up the bottom part of the nail and almost do like a little string of crystals coming from the butterfly. I don't really know what was the aim of this. I feel like the nail was quite bare at the bottom and I wanted to add something extra. I was considering doing another butterfly, maybe like a smaller one at the bottom, but it just felt like it just wouldn't look as nice. So I went in, I found some AB crystals that I liked, and I just picked out one size and I just followed that one size going all the way down the nail, and I made sure it's not a straight line. I wanted it a bit more of like a squiggly, zigzaggy kind of line to give it a bit more character. And then that's going to go right down to the bottom of the nail. And then at the top of the nail, I decided to also draw some antennas for the butterfly. So I'm going in with my Glitterbels Unbelievable Gel in the color black. And I'm just very faintly going to do 2 little antennas coming out of the butterfly. There we go. It's really cute. I love it. The Unbelievable Gels are amazing for nail art, so if you guys are really into nail art, I completely recommend. The packaging not only is super cute, but it's just so easy to work with. The consistency is just right for nail art. It's super opaque, as you probably can tell by now. Like, it's just amazing. I really, really, really do recommend. I don't know if I know it's a UK company, so I'm not too sure when it comes to distribution, like if they sell abroad, if they've got companies they work with that sell their products. I'm not too sure. I know that the Nail Throne offers Glitterbels in Canada, so there's that, but I'm not too sure if they also work with anyone else. So I'm sure the Glitterbels website has some information on that if you are not in the UK or Canada and would like to buy some. So that nail has gone into the lamp now because I applied some top coat. So that nail will be all nice and done, and we've got a few little finishing touches to do on the last 2 fingers. So we're working on our index finger right now, and recently I came across a picture, I can't remember what it was now, but it was very brief, and I've noticed someone did a French tip and went over it with a few lines, and I felt like it looked absolutely amazing. I really want to create a set, just a simple French tip set, just a nude with a white tip, and kind of do these kind of lines with like a sparkly silver or like a super gorgeous gold. That's kind of my envision in my head that I'd love to do. So I will probably end up looking into doing it and seeing if it's even worthy of a video, but I feel like it will end up looking super nice. Super nice. So this is what kind of I did. There's just 2 lines going across it, but I just feel like it just added so much more character. It just wasn't so plain. And it's also a nice alternative if you don't want to incorporate crystals, but you feel like a set is a bit bare still. Stuff like that, simple stuff like that, like outlining your French tip or doing a few random lines across it, always just adds that extra little hint. extra little nail art, and it just looks really, really nice. I love those kind of things. I really like when sets have a lot going on. I know not everyone does, but I'm definitely a massive fan of those kind of things. So those have now gone into the lamp, and now it's time for some crystals. So the only nail I decided to add crystals onto is the ring finger, and I decided to take a circle at the top, then followed by like a diamond shaped crystal as well, followed by a slightly smaller rounded crystal at the bottom of the diamond crystal. And after placing that one, I felt like there was still a bit, I don't know, like something that I was missing, so I decided to add 2 extra little crystals on either side of the top of that diamond. And yes, also guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have changed the background of my video. So now that I am using this marble matte, and let me know if you guys liked it, or like it, I mean. I am I've got like mixed emotions. I kind of miss my pink, but I felt like the colours weren't really working on the camera. It wasn't really picking up everything nicely because of the background. It was making my video a bit orange sometimes. So let me know if you like it. I have mixed feelings. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit too in love with that pink one. So please let me know what you guys prefer, because if you guys do prefer the other one and you're not really feeling this marbly background, please let me know. I would have to look into buying a pinky background anyways. I want to anyways because I love pink, but yeah, I really want to know what you guys like to see in the background, because after all these videos are just for you guys. So yes, here is the final result. I'll show you guys it on my hand now. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.